He's been going for this play right here. Yeah, exactly. We're going to bury like this. And did you see that bury counter the barrel entirely? It literally full countered the barrel. Absolute insanity. What's up, everybody? It's Durkee here, and today we're going to be playing one of the best decks in Clash Royale with the brand new Evolution Bomber. For those of you that don't know, the season just started, and for this season there are two new evolutions, the Evolved Wall Breakers and the Evolved Bomber. Since the Evolved Bomber is the card that comes out first, I'm going to be showing you the best deck to play with this brand new card. So I'm going to be playing this Drill Spam Cycle deck that is so much fun to use and so easy to play. I like this deck because it's pretty well-rounded. You have an awesome defense, an outstanding offense, and you can just overwhelm your opponents pretty easily. And on top of that, the Evolved Bomber is a one-card cycle, meaning every other bomber is an Evolved Bomber. When you go for a Drill Evolved Bomber push, it just puts so much pressure on them, and it's so annoying to have to stop. So I'm going to hop into a few games with this deck and show off the new Evolved Bomber, but before I do that, if you are watching right now, please consider smashing that like button and subscribing to my YouTube channel. I post every day. It's completely free for you and it helps me a ton, so I appreciate that, and let's get into some games. Into our match here. So I think playing the berry in the back is a fine starting play. I know I mentioned that already, but then your very next one is going to be Evolved. And so for only 2 elixir, you're not committing that much elixir, and I think it's worth it. They also didn't respond right away, so it basically was free. Okay. I'm going to go skeletons like this, and then Little Prince to help out with that baby dragon. And I think we're only going to take 1 shot on the tower. Actually, we're going to take none, so that's wonderful. He goes for the fireball. I think it's Graveyard. I'm not entirely sure, but we're going to go like this, just to pressure. And we're going to go for Wall Breakers, just because that Fireball, I think, was pretty aggressive. I think they're going to struggle to defend both sides. And you can see they do struggle to defend both sides. Look at how much damage we got on both lanes. That's just, the reason I went for that was because I felt that that Fireball was a little aggressive. We're going to go for a Skelly Surround here. Kind of worked. And Little Prince is going to live. I doubt that they will go for the fireball after what just happened. Goblin Drill and Guardian is just such an annoying push. Like, it really is. Okay. Little Prince is going to mostly clean up the baby dragon, and I'm going to set up my berry tower here. It's going to defend the baby dragon, and we're going to probably get our king tower activated, so that's a win-win. Well, we were supposed to get our guitar activated, but all good, all good. It appears to be harder to do than I originally anticipated. Okay. They drop their building at the back. I'm going to go like this. Perfect timing with them playing the bar barrel. Okay, and then once that pops, which it's going to right now, I'm going to go like this. Pressure with wall breakers should force out something. And then I can defend all of this with a guardian ability. Just to be safe, I'm just going to poison on the graveyard. Really glad that I did poison on the graveyard. He opts to be really aggressive. I don't really know why. I mean, he needs it, I suppose, but yeah. He's not going to be able to stop this. He's going to try. But we're inside of poison range right now. He even gives us the early good game. No surprise there. With poison in hand, it's very, very easy for us to defend a graveyard. So we're going to go like this. Bandit is well. Skeletons to pull everything over. Beautiful poison. You can see how well poison counters the graveyard. I'm going to poison on offense here, just so we can cycle back to another one and wrap up this game. I think the drill spawn damage might do enough, actually. Nah, we don't even need it. I'm going to go berry down low here. Skeletons like this. Wall breakers up high. And that's going to wrap up that game. Well played to us. We'll see you on the next one. To our next match here. And they said, wow. Wondering if they know something that I don't. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. We're going to go ahead and go in with the Goblin Drill at the bridge. And then we're going to bury tower here. It's going to help out with both sides. So life is good. Okay. Apparently, Bomber has less of a sight range than I thought. Skeleton's gonna help out with everything. And he spent a lot on that push, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna pressure with the bandit, hopefully force out some elixir, then go in with the Goblin Drill right here with the berry supporting. So you can see he opts to wait there. He has to spend so much to defend this drill. Dark Goblin's gonna walk into the poison, and our life is good. Little Prince here, and then we're going to go for a last-minute skeleton surround. And we're going to eat one Dark Prince shot, but in the grand scheme of things, like, that's really not that much. Okay. I'm going to pop the ability just to make it awkward for him to defend. Really glad I did. Because he just spent 4 elixir on that furnace, 1 elixir on the skeletons. We get a double wall breaker connection, and we take care of the furnace. So that was really good for us. Okay. Let's see if we can properly counter all of this. I'm going to bandit like this. Maybe we can activate our king tower. No, we don't. Really well defended by us. Our opponent is upset, rightfully so. I would be upset too. Anyways, a lot of damage by us. We're going to be careful on our defense here. I'm just going to go for the bomb tower. Don't want any shenanigans happening. We don't necessarily have the best counter to the skeleton barrel, but skeleton's bomber in the back is not a bad play. I might just go for a poison on that berry. I'm definitely going to take it now. He gave me a lot of poison value. That was definitely a mistake. I am going to eat that one fire spirit. I think it's fine. Okay. You're going to get a lot of damage here, but we will have a nice counter push. This deck also thrives with split lane pressure, so I'm going to do that as well. Gonna poison everything here. Beautiful plays, beautiful plays. Barry takes that side. He's been going for this play right here. Yeah, exactly. We're gonna bury like this. And did you see that Barry counter the barrel entirely? It literally full countered the barrel. Absolute insanity here. I'm gonna go like this in pressure. The drill is gonna tank for the wall breakers. I know the fire spirit jumped on them, but he still needs to spend something else. And at this point, my boy is not going to break through, no matter how hard he tries. So that's a good match. Well played to us. We'll see you in the next one. Into our next match here. And this deck is so fun. Like, you have so much spam units. You have a really, really solid defense. The Little Prince is absolutely busted. The Berry Evolution is absolutely busted. Does he just eat those? No way. Man just lost like a third of his tower. Poor Y. Also, my Little Prince is not even in the poison, so they're going to survive this interaction. Okay. I'm going to pressure here on both sides. So we have a drill, Barry down on that side. That's going to get a ton of damage. He has to arrows on that side, but he wanted to arrows on the left. And that's what this deck thrives in, is split lane pressure. You can see there was really no good way for them to defend both sides of that push. And I'm going to skeletons. Then I'm going to bandit here to help take care of this lumberjack. And I'll force out some elixir on defense as well. Maybe a Little Prince. Maybe skeletons if they're running it. Oh, interesting. Goes for the Night Witch. So I'm going to bury up high, hoping to disincentivize a poison. And then quickly go in for the drill. I don't know if it's going to pop in time. It does not, unfortunately, but we're still going to get a lot of damage. Wall breakers on that side. My dude just ignored that entire push. That's crazy. We're going to set up with a berry tower. I think they might support with their evolved berry. Interesting. Okay, can't say that I was ready for that. We're going to go like this, and once the Little Prince locks on, we're going to go for our skeletons. Berry down low here. Evo Bomber is going to walk into the poison. Hopefully he gets one shot and activates our king tower. It doesn't, but it's still a clean defense for us. Goes for the arrow, so I'm going to immediately pressure with my wall breakers. We'll see if they are able to defend it. And what do you know? They're not. Pretty aggressive arrows by my boy. I don't know if that was the move there. Didn't really get him anything. Okay, he takes the poison. That's completely fine with me, I'm going to be honest. We're in a winning position now, so I'm not too worried about it. Okay. Going to go for this nasty play. Once this pops, we're going to go like this. And if you look, Evo Berry is going to splash onto everything. And pretty much take their entire tower. Beautiful plays, beautiful plays. We're going to Little Prince down here. Skeletons to pull or distract that E-Jag for a little while. Nice. We do get our king tower activated, so that's awesome. They're not going to take our tower with this push, but we might take their tower with ours. Evo Berry is going to splash onto everything. And that's a good game against Golem. That's an interesting deck as well. I think the one that I'm running is a little bit better, so up to you. That's a good game. We'll see you in the next one. All right. Into the next match here, and look what we have in our starting hand. Yes, sir. You know it. Yeah, they did the same thing. I'll hit him with the well played. They had the same idea. Yeah, you might as well. It's only 2 elixir. They go for the earthquake on it. That's an interesting choice because I think I can protect it. Oh. Yeah, they gave me the well played. I meant to protect that. That was my fault. Okay, since they went for all of that, they went for a log. I'm going to pressure with the wall breakers. Maybe we get a connection. Oh, double connection. That just goes to show that Little Prince ability is so hard to defend. And it looks like my opponent might be running Royal Hogs. Maybe. So since we have the skeletons supporting that, and he just went for the earthquake on the skeletons, I'm going to pressure. I don't think he's going to be able to defend both lanes. Yeah, he's not. Yep. Bandit going to town. He doesn't have Earthquake in cycle if he chooses to go in with a Hog or Royal Hogs. So I will have, yep, I will have all of this ready. Maybe we get a King Tower activation here. That would be ideal. Come on. We just misplaced our skeletons to activate our King Tower there. So we were close, but that was the idea. Just missed the King Tower activation. Okay, so they do that. I'm going to go ahead and pop this ability. They go for the logs. You know what that means. We're going to wall breakers on the opposite side and then bandit onto this side. Where are they going to play their skeletons? Okay. They opt to go for the delivery, and you can see every time we have this really nice counter push, it is so difficult for them to defend both lanes. You're essentially like picking or forcing them to choose which side they're going to defend. So they're going to probably go for a Hog Earthquake push pretty soon. I'm going to pressure at the same time. I'm going to go like this and then pressure with skeletons. And I will actually take a poison on the Little Prince. I think that's a really good value. We're going to get ready. We're going to get ready. There it is. They're going to go for the earthquake. We're going to have our berry ready. Beautiful. And berry is such an amazing answer to pigs. You can see those pigs are going to get no damage on the tower. Okay. What we're going to do what this deck does best. Split lane pressure. He gave us value with that poison. We're going to take it. And now we're going to pressure. Cannon is not going to help out with these. He's going to have to play something. Beautiful. Plays the log. We're going to go like this. And again, we're going to play the bomber of our own and attempt to get our King Tower activated. Skeletons here. I think we got it. We do. Great King Tower activation by us. And what are we going to do? You guessed it. Some split lane pressure. Take a poison here. And so far, so good. Go like this. Go like this. Skeletons here for the Little Prince. He pops the ability, so we're going to go for some defensive wall breakers. Beautiful, beautiful. And right now, we can pretty much start spamming drill poisons, and our life is going to be okay. Goes for the Evo berry. That's well played. But that puts it into 2 poison ranges. So as long as we defend here, we're going to be absolutely fine. And guess what we have in hand? Our evolved berry. So my opponent's not going to break through. I'm going to pressure as well just to be safe, as well as cycle to a poison. And that's a good game to our opponent. And I wouldn't run Royal Hogs in this meta right now, just because there is going to be a lot of Evolved Bomber. Not what I would recommend. Anyways, see you in the next one. Into our next match here against Gustav. And looky what we have in our starting hand. We're going to go ahead and drop that berry at the back. If you haven't learned by now, berry at the back. Beautiful play. They opt to leak elixir, so I'm going to pressure with the bandit. Smart move having the monk low-key. I feel like that's actually like a big brain play. We're going to go like this, and then we're going to kite everything back here. Beautiful, beautiful. We're just going to let this all go. They do say well played. Don't know if they're being sarcastic or not, but we actually get a lot of damage there. Beautiful stuff. Easy defense. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of don't know what that naked E-Golem was. That was kind of wild, to be honest. We're going to have a really nice counter push on both sides. I'm going to go for a bandit on one lane and then wall breakers in the other. And goes for the NATO, which means I'm going to go like this and then go ahead and go for an Evo Bomber. Maybe they'll play a monk on this. That would be ideal. Beautiful. And you'll notice I delayed my berry because I didn't want them to get a super easy King Tower activation. Beautiful stuff. Forces out the monk ability, which is 6 elixir in total, so we're going to pressure. And you can see my boy had nothing to defend there. That was the idea. This deck is so good at pressuring your opponents when they're in awkward cycles. We're going to kite these back with the wall breaker. Bomb tower like this is going to be great because it's going to splash onto the E-Golem, and then it's also going to activate our King Tower. Oh, it should have activated our King Tower. I misplaced it. That's my bad. Okay. Barry walking away. His job wasn't finished, but he walked away. Interesting. Opposite lane pressure here. I don't think he's going to be able to defend those. Yeah, he's not. Rip. Okay, we're going to bomb tower like this, and then we're going to line up our bomber to splash onto everything. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Then we're going to pressure here. Then go in with the bandit, wall breakers in the opposite lane. Beautiful. He played the monk on that side. That was interesting. Forces out a tornado. Fine with me. I'm going to take a poison here. I think it's fine. We're going to bomb tower like this because I don't want him to get a good value monk ability. And then, yep, exactly. The reason I played the bomb tower away from the monk is so that way it didn't deflect the berry tower back at itself. He needs to spend something on those wall breakers. We're going to little prince up high here. And you can see we have a ton of pressure right now on both sides. Bandit takes out the berry, so now that tower's gone. Beautiful. We're going to pop our ability here. And my man throws in the towel. Yeah, not the best matchup for my boy, I'm going to be completely honest. But nonetheless, it was well played by us. So that's a good game. Catch you in the next one. Into our next match here. Honestly, like, I'm not even being dramatic. Aside from poison, like, you could almost play anything as a starting play. Like, what an interesting concept. Any of the cards in your deck would be a fine starting play. Yeah, no, that didn't work. Ooh, never mind. Into our next match here. Okay. Decent starting hand. No berry, unfortunately. They go for a Hog Rider. I don't really have anything in hand for that, unfortunately, so I'm going to go for the defensive drill. Actually, a really good counter. I think it actually fully counters the Hog, so I'm fine with that. They go for their log. I'm going to go bandit wall breakers. If they have like a building or something, they'll be able to counter. But yeah, that's what I was hoping. They played it a little late, so we end up getting a nice connection on the tower there. Okay, okay. We're going to go ahead and cycle our berry in the back. They do the same thing. No surprise. No surprises there. We're going to drop our little prince as well, and then bomb tower here. Try and figure out what their big spell is going to be. Pressure with the goblin drill. And perfect berry tower. It's going to defend their berry. Our bomb tower, or our berry, is splashing on the tower as well. Going to use the big boy guardian to protect our little prince here. Okay. We need to be careful about their guardian ability. So I'm going to actually go like this. Assume that they're going to pop the ability and then get ready with my Evo Bomber. And I'm really glad I did, because if you look, that Evo Bomber is going to splash onto everything. And it took care of the little prince for us. Hopefully he goes for a Hog Rider. We can get our King Tower activated. They don't. So instead we're going to go for the Wall Breakers. And that should also activate the King Tower. They had the same idea as well. But they messed it up, so that's good for us. King Tower activation against Hog Rider is so important. Helps out a ton on defense. Okay. Okay, we're going to get a nice poison here. Because they have to play something on the drill, and then we're going to get poison on the little prince. Pretty smart of them to go for the berry tower, to be completely honest. But the drill still gets a hit. Goblin drill is so broken sometimes, dude. Like, he played a log on it, a berry tower, and a little prince, and those goblins still got damaged. That's actually crazy. Okay. We're going to get ready with our berry tower. I mean, I'm assuming they're going to go in with a hog at some point. Yeah, they do. But it's going to be so difficult for my man to break through, and I'm just going to take that poison. It's on the berry tower. It's on the berry. It's going to give our bandit more counter push value, so fine with me. Evo berry here. And again, do I even... Okay, he does go for the fireball on everything. No surprise. We're going to go like this. And then I think I'm going to bandit like right here. Should take care of that. We're going to go in. He's probably going to play a bomb tower. Oh, that's what I would have done. Maybe last second bomb tower. Perfect. Not my best ability, I'll admit. But not my worst ability. I will take this poison here, though. and going for a Goblin Drill and a Wall Breakers because they have a really awkward cycle. We also have a lot of stuff down. So that Hog should only get one hit. And that Wall Breaker frozen in time, but we still get a ton of damage. And Drill Poison is so annoying to defend. Like, because you need to play troops on the Drill, but then if you play troops on the Drill, you're going to give them poison value. And so that's kind of the dilemma that we can see my boys running into right now. Okay, lots of options for defense here. Bandit's going to help out with the Valkyrie. As well, it's going to help out with the Hog Rider. And you can see we spaced out everything, so they weren't able to fireball everything. So now's our time to go in. Okay. Gonna mix. I already had the berry going into the opposite lane, so I'm gonna pressure. Forces out a Valkyrie. Beautiful stuff. And we are just 1 or 2 poisons away. I think one more Drill Poison is gonna close out the game here. So I'm gonna go like this. He can really only fireball, and he's still not even gonna break through with the fireball, unfortunately for him. So Drill Poison is gonna close out the game here. I don't think he can stop this for no hits. There's spawn damage from the Drill. And if he can, we're just gonna cycle back to another poison. Don't know how much poison does at this level, but it's a lot. Not enough, but in triple elixir, we're going to go ahead and close this game out with a poison. So, good job of my opponent, but Hog Rider not necessarily the best with the berry. So, good game. See you in the next one. Okay, into our final match of the video here. I've had a lot of fun with this card. I think it's really good. Not quite as broken as I thought it was going to be. That's reassuring. I know they did nerf it before the season started. Supercell nerfed the HP of the Evolved Bomber, and I think that was the right play. I'm glad that they did that. Bandit here going to take care of this and have a nice little counter push. Okay, looking like it might be Balloon Freeze is what it looks like. I'm going to Skeletons like this to distract the Inferno Dragon. Okay, and he's very, very low on Elixir right now. I'm going to kite this out of the way. Beautiful, beautiful. And my man, I don't think has any elixir to defend these. Oh, yep, okay. One connection. Could have been better, but I'm not going to complain. If he plays anything in front of this... Okay, beautiful. I'm going to go like this. And get my King Tower activated. Oh, no, why did I play those skeletons? No, we got it. King Tower activated against Balloon Freeze is really, really helpful. Okay, I kind of panicked with those skeletons, but we're good. So it's unfortunate that they have Bowler because Bowler is one of the best answer to Drill. But we want to rely on split lane pressure is what we want to do because we forced out the Bowler. And if you look at his hand right now, it's probably like Balloon, Inferno Dragon, NATO, stuff like that. Wasn't really easy to defend the Drill. Probably Bar Barrel on this or Freeze or eat both of them like an absolute maniac. Okay. Bold strategy, Cotton. Okay. We're going to go like this and spread everything out so that way he can't freeze everything. Beautiful. So Little Prince is going to take care of that balloon, and that's exactly why I played it in that manner. Didn't want him to be able to freeze everything. We are going to eat some damage from the Bowler, but that's fine with us, as long as you don't allow for balloon connections. Okay. Going to pop the ability early. Nice. And now we have the option to go into either lane, which is what we wanted. Typically, you want to go in the opposite lane against Lumberloon Freeze, but we'll see. We're going to go like this. I don't know why he cycled a Bowler in that lane. He's still going to have to defend this lane. I'm going to take the poison here. Beautiful. And we're going to get ready for a defense in the exact same way that we've already done. Berry Tower here. Little Prince here. Skeleton surround. And our Berry Tower was misplaced a little bit, so we need to go for a second one here. Okay. Okay, misplaced Berry Tower almost cost us the game, but we're going to be okay. Woo! Don't misplace your Berry Towers, kids. But minus that mistake, I'm happy with how we played, so that's a good game to us. Whew. That's going to do it for today's video. Here's the deck one more time if you want to take a screenshot or something. Please give this deck a try. It's so good. It's so fun to play. And the Evolved Bomber is just broken. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a video soon.